degrees 60 days in a row. Have you ever seen anything like it?
I mean, it's almost like global warming is a real thing, Scotty, but that's another topic
Awesome.
for another day. We've got
It's
four
awesome.
games in the association. Let's make the people some money. Boston and Washington, first one up. You were talking about the Celtics. I'm telling you, Derek White, over 2.5 threes. He had 6 in the opener. They want him shooting more. They almost set a record on opening night from beyond the arc. They rolled tonight, don't they?
Of course they're going to roll. The Wizards can't hang with them. The Wizards can't hang with the Knicks. The Wizards can't hang with anybody for that matter. And I agree with you about White. I'd put Brown over. I'd put Tatum over. I'd put Hauser over. I bet you could get Hauser over 1.5 threes. Yep. I'd put Pritchard over 1.5 threes. I mean, they chuck threes.
Right,
they're going to kick their ass.
They want to shoot more threes, so that's where I'm coming from as well. We got the Spurs and the Mavericks getting going tonight. Debut for Klay Thompson for Dallas, but I'm more interested in CP3 for San Antonio. I'm on him over 7.5 assists in this game. He's going to be setting up Victor Wembanyama left and right in this one, Scotty.
Bro, you couldn't be more right. I think he's going to drop 12 dimes. All he has to do is throw the ball up in the air,
right?
And Wembanyama is going to throw it down. Not only that, I like the Spurs and the number in this game to cover at the very least. In fact, I won't be surprised at all if they beat the Mavericks outright in Dallas. That's how dangerous I think this guy Wembanyama is. And I think you're right about Chris Paul. Chris Paul, he may be old and, long in the tooth and all the rest. I'll tell you one thing, though. He's still got handle and he knows how to pass. And he doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't turn the ball over. He controls that offense. I don't want him shooting. I don't want him doing anything except giving the rock to those that know how to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. You thought it was Lob City when Chris Paul was with the Clippers? Forget about that. It's going to be now. And you also saw what the Spurs did as soon as they started an actual point guard last season. I think the arrow's pointing up for San Antonio on the whole. Another game we got going is Minnesota and Sacramento. I got to tell you the truth here, Scotty. I think DeMar DeRozan is a nice addition for the Sacramento Kings. I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings get this one at home on the money line.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I was disappointed with the T-Wolves against the Lakers. I thought they were kind of flat, but I'm not turning on them. I think they're a really good team. I actually think they turn it around tonight and win that game in Sacramento against the Kings. I can see your side working out. I can see the Kings getting it done. There's no doubt. I love Fox. I love Sabonis. It's a tough place to play, that Golden One. They got a nice home court thing going there. But I think Minnesota's flat out better than the Sacramento Kings. Let's see if they can do it. They got all the size. They got all the outside scoring. They got Ant Edwards, Nas. I mean, this is a really good team. I think the other night, it was all overwhelming. It was the LeBron and Bronny show, J.J. Redick. And the bottom line was, they got worked by Anthony Davis, 36 and 16. You can't let a guy like that have a night like that. They're not going to lose. I think Minnesota's better than the Lakers, and they didn't have a good night. And I think they're better than Sacramento, too.
I don't know if you saw Anthony Edwards woofing at Bronny James at the game at the end, being like, you don't need to shower after this one. You're good, bro. You didn't break a sweat.
That's awesome.
It is. Last game in the association tonight, Oklahoma City and Denver. For me, I'm on the over in this game. I see it at 227 and a half. I think there will be points scored. And quite frankly, Scotty, I actually think this could be a Western Conference Finals preview.
I think you're right again about everything. I think it's high potential for that. And I think it's definitely high potential for the over tonight. This is going to be a kick-ass basketball game. I got a game tonight in Manhattan. I'm going to leave there and go home and watch this game until the cows come home. Late night, East Coast. But I love Shai Gilgeous. I think he's the MVP for me this year.
Sir.
I think he's one of the most exciting players to watch. I love that young team. And my son's a huge Thunder fan. That's his favorite team. I'm a Knick guy, but he's a Thunder guy. I actually hope the Thunder make it to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm on SGA there, too. And imagine if Chet takes a step forward. Imagine if Williams takes a step forward, right? Isaiah Hartenstein, Caruso, perfect additions for OKC.
I like them tonight in Denver at the Ball Arena.